Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you whenever you are viewing this video. This is a special edition, early edition of this week's midweek check-in. I was excused from jury duty today, Tuesday, but I'm not sure what the rest of the week will hold. So I'm trying to get in as much stuff this afternoon in the office as I can. Um, Probably going to be seeing the courthouse here one day this week. So wanted to make sure I got all this information out to you. Delighted to be with you here on this Tuesday and just got a lot of info to throw at you. But first of all, just want to say thank you for being a part of this church family. And if you're just viewing this video as a visitor to our website or my YouTube channel, we want to say a very special welcome to you as well. And would love for you to join us in worship either on Zoom or in person here on Old Norcross Road. So go to nhcclga.com for more information on all of that, or check us out on Facebook, New Hope Christian Church, Lawrenceville, Georgia. All right, a lot to get to. I'm going to try to run down as much as I can and not try to give you too much, but we've got quite a bit going on here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So just wanted to make you aware, first of all, of this weekend. We have the services for Mrs. Joan Bureau, Gail Lopes' mother. She will have a visitation for the family at noon and then a service this coming Saturday, October 15th. The visitation will be at noon, and then a service will follow in the chapel at the Billhead Funeral Home in Duluth. Um, Following those two services, just down the road a piece at the American Legion Chattahoochee Post 251, there in also in Duluth, the family is hosting an informal celebration of Joan's life. And so want to make you aware of those opportunities on Saturday. 12 o'clock visitation and 1 p.m. service will be at the Billhead Funeral Home in Duluth. And then at 3 o'clock that afternoon, the family will host a celebration of life at the American Legion Chattahoochee Post 251 on the Duluth Highway, also there in Duluth. So please continue to keep Gail and her family in your prayers as we walk with them through these next few days and beyond. Also, this week on Saturday morning, 9 a.m., all the guys at New Hope are invited to gather at the diner at Web Gin, which is over at the intersection of the Scenic Highway 124 and Web Gin House Road. And join us for our monthly men's breakfast. All guys are invited to attend. It's always a good time to get together. Some really good food and some really good company too. So, guys, all of you invited. The CWF Women's Gathering that was scheduled for this coming Saturday, October 15th, has been canceled. So Saturday morning men's breakfast, 9 a.m., and then of course later that day, just a few hours later, all of the services for Gail's mother. So just want to make you aware of that this coming Saturday. Before that, obviously tomorrow night. We'll have our regular Wednesday night programming, brown bag dinner and fellowship time here at the church. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll have our second week of the visual word, where we're walking through. We're going to walk through the New Testament, but we're starting with the Gospels, and we got a good start last week in the Gospel of Matthew. We've taken a step away from the N.T. Wright study in Philippians and kind of brought it back. Just going to kind of look in detail at each chapter and each section of first the Gospels, and then moving on from there, we'll have some time in the rest of the New Testament as well. So that'll be available either on Zoom or here at on Old Norcross in the small fellowship hall. And then at 7:10, our chancel choir will have their weekly rehearsal. On Thursday, uh, uh, jury duty notwithstanding, if we don't have jury duty, the Thursday morning theology group will be meeting for their first session in a new book by Dr. Amy Jill Levin, who likes to be called AJ. She is an Orthodox Jew, uh, but she is a New Testament scholar who teaches at Vanderbilt University. And she has written a book called The Difficult Words of Jesus. And our group has started to read that. It's a 6-week commitment, Thursdays at 11 a.m. Group, again, I told you this last week, but just by way of reminder, if in fact I have jury duty on Thursday, we won't hold chapter one only for the next week. I'll encourage you to go ahead and read chapter two as well. And when we meet, Lord willing, the following Thursday, we'll cover chapters one and two, or get as much of that done as we can. But even if you haven't got a book yet, we still have a couple left. And if you'd like to be a part of this group, hey, hit me up. Hit me up on Facebook on our New Hope page. You can text me. You can send me an email. Let me know that you want to be a part of it, or maybe you just want to read the book. Again, we do have copies. They are $13. But if you'd really like to read it, don't let the price be a concern to you. But anyway, we've got the books, and looking forward to starting that study this Thursday. Hopefully not sitting somewhere in the courthouse. Hopefully sitting downstairs with you guys. Okay, so that kind of gets us through to Sunday. Sunday, we do have an elders meeting following worship. And there is another note on Sunday following worship. Jennifer Genzie, of course, next weekend, the 22nd, is the Oakland Community Garden Fall Festival and Pumpkin Patch. Jennifer Genzie, Drillin' Jen Genzie, as she was termed back when the garden was getting its legs. She has asked that if there's anyone who has any questions, any volunteers that are going to be working for the fall festival, maybe you haven't dedicated yourself to that yet, maybe you'd like to let her know. Right after worship, she has asked me if I would just to simply ask you to stick around following worship, and she will be there to answer any questions that any of you might have about the fall festival and your role in it, what you can do to help. Of course, we can all pray, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us to welcome in the vendors and welcome in our community here on Old Norcross. I'm grateful for the two times that the garden allows us to do that. It's such a large scale. Of course, there's the weekly stuff with the community day and folks from the community coming in and helping in the garden. And it's just been a wonderful kingdom addition to the ministries here at New Hope. I'm grateful, and I hope you are as well. So that will be coming up on Saturday, October 22nd. And I'll have a lot more to say next week about the activities for that week. But please keep the garden and the Fall Festival, our vendors, in your prayers. Keep Jennifer and her team in your prayers. It's going to be a great event. And then, 8 days later after that, we have another opportunity to welcome our community to Old Norcross for our trunk or treat. We've been getting a lot of good response on the candy. I know that Carol's getting ready, I think maybe tomorrow, to mail out invitations to everyone who has come, all the addresses we have for folks who have attended VBS in the last couple of years. We're going to be sending out personal invitations to them, to hoping they will come. We had a wonderful turnout last year, and I'm grateful to our men, Tommy and Jimmy and the gang who are gathering to provide grilled hot dogs for the event, as well as the candy. So it's just going to be a great night, and I sincerely hope that you'll be a part of the Fall Festival and the Trunk or Treat. These are a couple of opportunities we have to welcome in the folks around us, and you may be one of them. And if you are, we're so glad you're here. Tell your friends, invite them, tell them to come on down. I know there's a lot of other things going on, and I don't want these videos to be too long, but I just want to tell you again after Sunday how much I appreciate and you, and thank you for your appreciation of the work that the Lord has. And believe me, every day when I wake up, it surprises me more than any of you that He has chosen to work through me. But He has, and I am so very grateful. I'm grateful for your grace, your mercy, your forgiveness when I need it, and just the example that you set. You're such a generous church with your time, your talents, and your treasures, and it has been and continues to be a joy to be here among you and to be a part of the tradition, which started here in 1872 with 26 people meeting under a brush arbor. And I am praying and hoping that 150 years from now, as Courtney said in her message, there will be people talking about you and me. And I pray that, as I sang at homecoming, that future generations who meet here will find us faithful. So God bless you. Have a great rest of your week. Um, and I'm hoping to be here the rest of the week, but I am also glad to do my duty as a citizen here in these United States, and and do the jury duty if they need me. So many of you have been through that as well. So God bless you, love you, thank God for you, and pray for you every single day. Take care. Bye bye.